Hey, welcome back. In this video, we are going to make a new 24-liter duffel bag. I've gone ahead and I've printed out all 17 pages on A4 size paper, and now we have to connect them all together. I've gone ahead and I've made this animation here to show you how the pages align. So what we're going to do, we're going to use either glue or clear tape to connect the pages. I find it works best if you do the horizontal rows first, like pages 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the second row 6, 7, 8, 9, and then once all those rows are together, then you connect all the horizontal rows from top to bottom. Throughout this whole process, you're going to have to use a ruler to ensure that your 1-inch grid continues throughout the whole sewing pattern. So all our horizontal rows are glued together. Now it's time to start connecting them vertically. So same thing, use a ruler to ensure that your 1-inch grid continues downwards. It's very important that the size is correct. When I design these sewing patterns, I make them real size, so you're going to be able to cut out the shapes and place them directly onto fabric, and everything will be to scale. Once I've cut out my shapes, I'm going to place them directly onto my fabric. For this project, I'm going to use 600 denier Cordura nylon in the color gray. So I've used some pins to connect the paper pattern to the material. And I'm just going to go ahead and cut out all the shapes. This pattern is also going to have some relief cuts where the fabric will eventually bend. Make sure you go ahead and cut all of those out. For this project, you're going to need some 1-inch nylon webbing. This is going to be used for the top and bottom of the side pocket. You'll also need some number 5 zipper coil. This is 1.25 inches wide. We're going to use this zipper coil for the side pocket and the main bag zipper. Okay, so our shapes are cut and now it's time to start sewing the bag. So I usually like to start with the easiest parts first. So we're going to start on the side pocket. So I've got my piece of 1-inch nylon webbing and I need to sew that to my pocket zipper. The method I'm going to use to connect these two pieces together is very simple. I'm just going to overlap the nylon webbing 1/4 of an inch over the zipper, and then I'm going to put about a 1/8 inch stitch all the way down the nylon webbing, and that should hold them together. For this project, I'm just using some all-purpose polyester sewing thread, and I'm using about a 3 to 4 millimeter stitch length. The other piece of 1-inch nylon webbing is going to go on the bottom of the side pocket piece. Instead of overlapping at a 1/4 inch, this is actually going to be overlapped at 1/2 inch, so halfway through the nylon webbing. I'm going to go ahead and sew a 1/8 inch seam all the way down the edge of the nylon webbing. This is going to be a load-bearing stitch, so feel free to put more than just one stitch in this piece. Next up, we're going to have to connect our zipper piece to our bottom pocket piece. So what we're going to do is we're going to place the zipper on top, right face to right face, clip it in place, and then we're going to stitch about a 1/4 inch all the way along that zipper. So we've got it on the machine now, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to stitch that 1/4 inch seam allowance all the way down the zipper. And then we're going to fold everything over, put a nice crease in it, and then do about a 1/8 of an inch stitch over top of that. So it's time to fold over the zipper part here, and we're going to have to put that nice crease all the way down the edge. Once we got that nice crease, we'll put it back onto the sewing machine and sew about a 1/8 inch seam all the way down the edge, and that will finish off our zipper nicely. Once you've completed your stitch, it's very important to insert your zipper slider because this is going to be the last opportunity you have to do it. And if your pocket looks something like this, then you're on the right track. Next up, we're going to start sewing our carry handles. So the carry handles for this 24-liter duffel bag are made from 2-inch nylon webbing. First step, cut them to length. Second step, you need to fold them in half in the middle. It's important that you use the pattern as a guide for these folds. Once you fold them in half, you're going to have to clip them closed, but make sure your spacing is right. So as you're clipping them, either use the pattern to mark your nylon webbing or just match it up to the pattern. These folds are going to act as our hand placement for these carry handles, so the placement is pretty important. Once we have our nylon webbing folded, clipped, and marked, we're going to go ahead and stitch a square into it. This square is going to keep the nylon webbing closed. Also, if you want your handles padded, you can go ahead and put some padding material inside the nylon webbing before you stitch it closed. If you want to build this bag for yourself, I'll leave a link to the sewing pattern in the description below. This link will send you over to my Etsy store where I design and draft my own sewing patterns and then make these little how-to videos to show you how to build them. So if you want to head over there, you can grab one of those at a really cheap price, and I really appreciate all the support. Thank you. Next up, we're going to start working on our main body shape. So the first step is to connect our zipper. So we're going to take our number 5 zipper and place it on top of the main body shape. We're going to go right face to right face so that the good side of the zipper is facing the good side of the fabric, and then we'll clip it along the top just to hold it in place. We'll then head over to the sewing machine, and what we're going to do is put a 1/4 inch seam all the way down the edge of the zipper. Next up, we're going to have to split the zipper in half. So you're going to pull off one half of the zipper and you're going to place it on the other side of the main body shape. I said we're going to go right face to right face again, and it's going to be parallel to the other zipper. We'll clip it in place and then we'll head over to the sewing machine, and same as the other one, we'll add a 1/4 inch seam all the way down that edge. Once we've finished those stitches on both sides of the zipper, we're going to fold over the zipper and put a nice crease down the edge. Once we got that nice crease, we'll put it back on the sewing machine and stitch a 1/8 inch seam all the way down the edge, just like you did on the zipper on the side pocket. So we have our main body shape zipper done. The next step is to add our side pocket. So you're going to use your sewing pattern as a guide to line up exactly where this pocket is going to be located. And then you're going to use some pins to secure the pocket to the main body shape. First, I'm going to sew the top piece of nylon webbing. So I'm going to put a 1/8 inch seam all the way down the edge, and that will close the top of the pocket. And then I'll do the same on the bottom, and that will secure the bottom of the pocket. The two sides of the pocket, I'm not going to sew because eventually I'm going to put those carry handle straps on, and those carry handle straps will enclose the two sides of the pocket. Here I'm just finishing sewing the bottom of the pocket. So as you can see here, the top and the bottom are enclosed, but the sides are not. So what we're going to do is put our carry handle strap on there, and when we sew around the perimeter of the carry handle strap, that will enclose the sides of the pocket. I've gone ahead and I've used some pins to place the carry handle strap in the perfect location. You can refer to the sewing pattern to get your exact measurements of where this goes. And then I'll go over to the sewing machine and I'll put a 1/8 inch seam all the way around the perimeter of this carry handle. So the idea is that we're going to be sewing squares into it. So we're going to go up one side, and once we reach the top of the pocket, we're going to do a 90-degree turn and then sew along the top, and then another 90-degree turn to sew back down, and that'll eventually put a square into our carry handle strap. So here I'm making my first 90-degree turn, and I'll sew along the top of the pocket there, another 90-degree turn, and sew all the way back down to the bottom of the 2-inch piece of nylon webbing. Then we'll do the same on the other side. It's identical to the first one you did, and I'm just going to sew along the bottom, back up, and that will seal in our pocket. I've gone ahead and I've pinned our other half of the carry handle strap to the other side of the bag. Where the carry handle strap meets the other one, we're just going to fold it in 1/2 of an inch and sew over top of that. And that'll give us a nice clean finish where our carry handle straps meet. And as for sewing the other half of the carry handle strap, it's going to be the same as the first. We're just going to sew a big square 1/8 of an inch seam all the way around the perimeter. And then when it comes to sewing the bottom piece there, just go slowly because it's going to be at least 3 layers of nylon webbing and a layer of Cordura fabric. But if my little machine can do it, I'm sure yours can. So it's time to start sewing the end pieces of the bag. So we're going to start out with the nylon webbing. So we need to create 2 side carry handles. And the way we fold these is going to be a little bit different to the way we did the main carry handle. Imagine a center line down the middle of the nylon webbing. What we're going to do is we're going to fold in each side of the nylon webbing to meet up with that imaginary center line. Once we got everything clipped in place, we're going to head over to the sewing machine, and just like the main carry handle, we're going to sew a square into the nylon webbing. We're going to have to attach some buckles to either side of our duffel bag. So we're going to take some 2-inch nylon webbing and we're going to fold it around a 2-inch D-ring. And that will give us a good attachment point if we want a sling or a strap on this bag. I'm just going to follow the sewing pattern here to get the exact placement of these pieces. We'll start out by sewing the side carry handle first. We're just going to sew 2 box stitches on either side of the strap. These are going to be 1/2 inch in diameter. Next up is going to be our buckle strap. For this, we're just going to sew a box stitch in it, about 1/8 of an inch from the edge of the nylon webbing. And then we'll sew an X in the middle, and that should keep it securely fastened to the bag. So it's time for our bag to start taking some shape. So what we need to do is take the main body shape and zip it together inside out so the good faces are facing inwards. And then we're going to have to take one of our end pieces, good face facing inwards, and clip it all the way around the perimeter of our main body shape. You'll notice in the corners that those relief cuts are going to come in very handy when bending the main body shape around the 90-degree turns of the end piece. They should open up and you can use them to align your pieces. This stitch that you're doing right now is going to be a load-bearing stitch, so I recommend going around the bag a couple of times just to add some extra strength. I'm not going to put edge binding on this bag, but if you choose to put edge binding on the interior of your bag, this stitch here, this seam, is the place where you would put it. So once you got both edge pieces sewn to the bag, it's time to either put edge binding on or turn it inside out and start using it. So I'm not going to do edge binding. So we're going to turn the whole thing inside out and this bag should be finished. So this is the finished result. If you like this type of content, I greatly appreciate it if you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Hitting the like button, leaving me a comment also really helps me out. Thank you, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.